Okay, I tried. I'm really sorry. In the sense, I'm not quite sure whether we could share Word documents. Can we? PowerPoint, of course, I know that we can. I think Word documents are also possible. නේද තරින්ද I need your help. Word එකේ words පුළුවන් නේද? Okay, so I'm sharing. Okay, okay. Right, so I'm talking to everybody now, okay? This is our first lesson for communication skills. In the sense, this is actually the second lesson. First one is about passive voice. So I thought of starting with this, the small and the simple lesson, formal and informal letter writing, before moving to active and passive voice. It's a little difficult to, teach active and passive like this. I sent you this handout, if I'm correct, 2 weeks back. Did you go through this? Okay, so I want others also to speak. There are 8 participants. Ahmed, did you read the handout?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Okay, Dinesh. I'm talking to Dinesh. Okay. Tanil Prabhat, how about you?
Yes, madam.
And Sandali, the only girl in the class. Sandali? Okay, she's not responding. Right. Okay. So I'll read out this, the 2 points given under brainstorming. Sorry, not before brainstorming. Let's see the learning outcomes. So after studying this lesson, you will be able to name the specific features of a formal letter. So here we study formal letters. We are teaching you formal letters because now I think in your third year, second semester, if I remember right, you should go to the industry. And before going to the industry, you should find a company. So for you to find a company, you should write to them. For that, you should know how to write formal letters, and you should know how to, deal with formal documents. That's why we are, teaching all these formal letters and CV writing and, many more things related to your industry work. So after, studying this lesson, you'll be able to name the specific features of a formal letter. And then you will be able to identify the nature of the language used in formal letter writing. And the third point, you will be able to write a formal letter accurately. So you will know the specific features, then you will be able to know the language we use, and you will be able to write a letter. Okay. Brainstorming. Why do you think we write letters though we use emails as well? Can somebody answer me? Can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Is it boring? I know, doing communication skills, unlike other subjects, will be a bit difficult. I mean, I'm going to give you a lot of homework as activities, but before that, it's better for us to speak like this, just to, so that I can attend to your difficulties. We can talk. Okay. Now I'm going to stop talking, and it's your time to talk. why do we write letters still, even though we have email facilities? Okay, I'll point out a person.
All have
Nitya
not.
Ranjan. Nitya Ranjan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Nitya Ranjan, tell me, do you write letters now?
Yes, ma'am.
You write letters. So you have email facilities, but still you write letters. Why is that, Nitya Ranjan?
Okay.
Did you get what I said, Nitya Ranjan? Why do you write letters still, although you have access to emails? Tenil?
For the official works,
For official work, okay, for official work, we still need letters. Is that all? Mm. What? Mm. Yes, so email is virtual, but
we can use
we are
as
able,
evidence. We can use
yes,
as evidence.
we can keep it as an evidence so that, okay. Other than that, like Tarinda said, we can prove our writing skills, isn't it? We can prove our writing skills and, uh, true that everything is virtual now. Still, these companies, they prefer formal way of formal letters along with even if we write a CV, send them a CV, we have to write them a formal letter, a cover letter, a formal cover letter, to that is for us to show our skills, writing skills. True that you all are IT people. Why do you learn communication skills? Why do you learn English? Dinesh. Ahmed.
Yes, madam.
Okay, Ahmed, why do you need English? You all are IT people. You work with computers. Computers are in English. You might feel that you don't need much English for you to carry out your work in the office. Still you learn English. Why is that?
Communicate with others and
Yes, to communicate with others, you need the language, and we know that
language.
the the language we need, especially in a working environment in companies, especially private companies, they look for English. So for you to communicate effectively, so for people to know that you are very good in English, you should learn that. And this writing letters is still accepted, so that it's a way for us to show our skills, writing skills. Okay, right. What are the differences between an informal letter? I'm going through this brainstorming, 2 points given in under brainstorming. What are the differences between an informal letter and a formal letter? Can you quickly tell me what are informal letters?
Informal letters, we can mean non-verbal communicate. We use non-verbal communication for informal letters, and we use professional like for formal letters.
For formal letters, we write, and for informal letters, we use what? What did you say?
In non-verbal
Non-verbal. Can you
like
give me an example?
uh, I write a letter for my friend, so it is a informal letters.
Okay, so if you are writing for friends, this is number 1 in the register. No, I can't remember your name.
With this one.
What's your name?
Vidasun.
Vidasun. So if Vidasun is writing a letter to, let's say, Malshani, then it's an informal letter. Why do we call it informal?
Because
If you are writing to a friend, if you are talking to a friend, it is very informal. But if you go and talk to your boss in the company, can you be informal?
no.
No. Okay, so how do we identify formal and informal letters?
Yes, have some standard.
Yes, there should be some standards. In which ways? I want your responses quickly because we have only 40 minutes, if I remember, if I'm right. In which ways are they different?
In
Okay,
address
let's
field
take
and address field.
in the address field. So let's take the format. Okay. If we take the format of the two letters, formal and informal letters, they are different. So if we write to a friend, do we need the date? Okay, we can put the date. Do we need my address and your address? And do you want to give the salutation as dear Mr. Vidasun? If you are writing to your friend, do you need all this?
No idea.
No. But if you are writing to a company looking for a placement, can you ignore these features?
No, we must require that feature.
Yes, they are required features. You should include the sender's address. You should put the date. You should include the receiver's address, and then you have to, if you know the name of the receiver, you should give the name, and then you have to have a proper. You should write the salutation properly. If you are writing to a professor, you have to write it as Dear Professor Ranavira, or as Dear Mr. Karunaratna, etc. Okay, so in terms of format, these two letters differ. What else? Just one important point. What is it?
Sorry, madam.
There's one important feature.
Topic.
Not the topic. So topic comes under format. Language. There is a difference in language. Okay, can you look at this? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 ways of using the salutation under the picture. What are they? Can you read? Dear Sir, Madam, dear potential customer, dear fellow citizen, dear friend,
Mommy.
Mon ami, that is French. Hey, you gorgeous thing. And the last one, dude. Okay, so if you take the first 1, 2, 3, under which letters do we use these three? Dear sir, madam, and potential customer, fellow citizen, and all.
Formal letters.
In formal letters. Hey, you gorgeous thing. So if you are writing to, let's say, to your girlfriend or boyfriend, it is different, the language you use. And if you are writing to your very best friend, it's dude. Okay, so they are the languages different. Can you use the word hey dude to your boss? No. Yes, so that's the language is different. It's very different. Formal and informal letters, it's different. And when we end a letter, if I write, if I'm writing to my boss, how do we end the letter? Thank you. And what can we use?
Yours sincerely.
Yours sincerely, yours faithfully. If you don't know the person, yours
Faithfully.
faithfully, etc. Okay. And if you are writing to a friend,
Your friend.
your friend, or else you can just write regards and see you soon, etc. So those are accepted in informal letters. So in terms of format and in terms of language, formal and informal letters differ. So today we are studying formal letters. Format of a formal letter. Can you silently read this, the first, the 3 lines? Under format of a formal letter, there are several formats of writing a letter, such as full block type. What do we mean by full block type? What is full block type?
It's full of capital.
Yes. So all the letters are in capital. Semi block type.
Small letters.
So it's a mixture of block and capital and simple. Okay. And block type and simplified. Most formal letters, regardless of their purpose, have the following basic parts. So even if it is a formal or an informal letter, this is the format. These parts are there in both formal and informal letters. Sender's address. Under sender's address, what do you write?
Our address.
So if you are writing, you should write your address. Then the date line, you should give the date you are writing the letter. I know these are very simple for you. Receiver's name. Who's the receiver?
Like at our boss organization.
The person who receives, the person who gets the letter. So if you are writing to your friend, it is your friend's name. So receiver's designation, receiver's address. So this is not used usually for friends in informal letters. Then the salutation. What is salutation? This dear part. Okay. So after giving the receiver's address, we write, dear Professor Ranavira, dear my dear friend, dear Malshani, dear Tarindu, and dear Mr. Karunaratna. So that is called salutation. then the topic. So if it is a formal letter, it's important to include a topic. Then the body of the letter. What is meant by body of the letter?
Important things.
Yes, it is the content. So what you write in the letter, content in the sense, the things you write. And next, the complementary clause. What is complementary clause? Yes, how you end the letter. Thank you, yours sincerely. Thank you, yours faithfully. Or as best regards, or regards, see you soon, etc. So those are complementary clauses. And then you can give the just the name in informal letters, otherwise informal letters, signature, name, designation, etc. Okay, before moving to the other page, tell me where you start. Write in the letter. If you take the page, where do you start writing the letter?
In the left corner of the letter.
Yes, on the left corner, from the left corner of the page. So starting from the left corner, and do we, use this right side at present when we write the letters? Now in Sinhala, even in Tamil, earlier, these old people, when we were small, we used to write on the right side also. Sender's address and all, date on the right side. Do we use that format now?
Yes, ma'am.
We rarely use. We usually now start everything on the left side. Even the paragraph, body paragraphs start on the left. Start from the left, not in the middle. Okay, so everything starts from the left except for what? Something goes in the middle. What is it? Yes, topic goes in the middle. The rest should go to the left side of the page. So I'll send you sample letters. You can, go through them and get an idea. Okay, so body of the letter. I'm moving to the next page. Body of the letter. Can you quickly go through this, the 3 paragraphs there? First paragraph, second paragraph, and the last paragraph. What do we write in the first paragraph? Now this is about formal letters, okay? Okay, before reading this, the 3 paragraphs, tell me the purposes of writing formal letters. Why do you write formal letters? Why do you want to write formal letters? එක්කෙනා එක ගාන කියන්න. One person each. Net B11 Vidusun. Vidusun, tell me, why do you want to write formal letters?
To require some information from organization.
To receive.
Yeah, to get some valuable information
Okay.
from organization.
To get some information, from a institute or from a company. Sandali, tell me one more purpose of writing a formal letter. Are you there? Okay, so Ahmed.
To complain to government sector, for example.
Okay, so if it is a complaint letter, let's say about if it is an institute, educational institute, it's about your results. You didn't get your results on time, so you are writing a complaint letter. So that is a formal letter. Or else you get something from a company and the object or the good is damaged. Let's say you bought a TV it is damaged. So you write a letter, complaint letter. Okay, good, Ahmed. And the next Ahmed, net 13.
Yeah, it's me at 13. I already said
Okay.
answer.
All right. Dinesh. Dinesh. Right. Malshani.
Uh, Inviting some.
Yes, an invitation. So you are sending an invitation, let's say, to a resource person from a company, IT company, to come to your university and do a guest lecture. Okay. So for that, you have to write a formal letter. Very good, Marshani. Dinesh, did I read out the name Dinesh? Dinesh, are you there? Okay, Nityaranjan. We don't have much time, only 7 minutes. Nityaranjan. Tenil Prabhat.
For request something official?
Yes, if you want to write to a company, this Vidasun said the same, to get information, requesting. Nityaranjan, tell me something else. Tarinder, Nityaranjan, think of something else. Tarinder, tell me another purpose. Vidasun said. Vidasun gave the answer. So to invite people, to request things, to complain, and somebody else said something else. What else?
To announcement.
For announcements. Give me an example.
If you have some meeting, and we can use formal letter to
Yes.
inform for that company management.
Okay, so you are doing something, let's say you are arranging a fair, let's say an educational fair in the institute, and you want to, let the others know. So you are writing to all the schools. You are writing to companies related to your field, saying that, okay, we are conducting this kind of a thing. We have arranged this kind of a thing. So to inform them, you are writing a letters. That should be formal. Good. And how about, when you are looking for jobs, when you are looking for, internships,
Yes.
is it just the CV you write? Is that enough? Send in the CV?
No, we must require internship letters from
Internship letters, and you should send them a cover letter. We call it a cover letter. So along with the CV, you should send them a letter, briefly or summarizing everything in your CV, saying that, okay, I got this information from this person, or else I saw the advertisement published on this paper on this date. Look, if you are interested in applying for this position in this company, and you can just mention something about the company. Okay, we know that this IT company is one of the most reputed companies in the country. Therefore, you have these skills, and you are interested in you are interested in working with the company as an IT executive or somebody, and I'm attaching my CV for your reference. So in that manner, you have to write a car letter. So for that such purposes, we use formal letters. Okay. Let's go through the first paragraph quickly. Can you read? The first paragraph should be short and state the purpose of the letter: to make an inquiry, complain, request something, etc. So the first paragraph should be very small, short, and you should mention the purpose. So keep that in mind. We don't write everything in the first paragraph. If it is a complaint letter, I want everybody to answer this. You buy a TV from let's say from Samsung, and it is damaged. What do you include in the first paragraph?
Item name, date, and what happened.
Item name and what happened. Now this says short and state the purpose.
Inform the what? Inform the damage information.
To inform the damaged information. I think that should go to the second paragraph. It contains the relevant information. Purpose, if it is a complaint letter. Now with the son, not with the son, I want somebody else to give me the answer.
Requesting to repair man.
No. First, you should inform them what happened before requesting them to, repair the TV. Purpose, what is the purpose of writing the letter? Yes. So you should talk about the complaint. So what do we write? Okay, before the response, we have less than 1 minute. I'm sending you one more request, in the sense I'm going to schedule at 2:45, and I'll send you the what we call the invitation on through your Google Classroom. Can you accept it?
Yes.
So that we can continue. Okay, so till the end, can you give me the answer? What do we write? Yes, very good. So we start with that. Okay, let's discuss that in our next class. I'll send you the invitation. Or you can write, okay, and then share with me. So in the first one, this is about the complaint letter. Okay, so it should be short and state the purpose about the complaint, and what you write in the second paragraph and what you write in the last paragraph. Can you quickly, I'll give you 1 minute. Either think or write down what you write in the first, second, and third paragraphs, and let's discuss. Only 5 people are there. Would the others come? Or unable. Okay, now I think, oh my goodness, I forgot to record. Okay, I'm recording, and I'll post it on the Google Classroom. Okay, so let the others join, let them take their time. Let's discuss. First paragraph. Now, Tarinda, you said we talk about What did you say before the end of the first session? Okay. Right. So you inform in the first paragraph, you tell that on this date you brought this kind of a TV from this company. Okay, so that is about, and then you can say, but this the TV I brought, it is damaged. Okay, so in the first paragraph there are only 2 lines. You can tell on this date I bought this kind of a TV from this company, but it is damaged. So that's all you write in the first paragraph. In the second paragraph, what do you write? Okay, let's just read the paragraph or paragraphs. So the second, from the first paragraph, when you move to the second, you can either have just one paragraph or 2-3 paragraphs. It depends on the type of the letter. So let's say you write only one paragraph starting from the next. So this paragraph or paragraphs in the middle of the letter should contain the relevant information behind the writing of the letter. So contain the relevant information behind the writing of the letter. What does that mean? What does that mean? Speak, speak, speak. Are you there?
Maybe it mean damage types.
Yes.
For example, inside or outside or LCD screen or something. We describe about TV's damage.
Very good. So in the middle paragraph or in the second paragraph, you should give the relevant information behind the writing of the letter. So in the first paragraph, you mentioned why you write the letter. Okay. I write this letter because I bought this kind of a TV from this company on this date and it is damaged. And in the second paragraph, now you give relevant information behind the writing of the letter. So what is damaged, which part, whether it's inside the TV or outside the TV, what else? What are the other kind of information you can give in the second paragraph? Malshani? Malshani is mute. No speaking. Others, okay. Vidasun.
Reception codes and a bill reception code or any item details.
Very good. Item details, or else you can give the bill information so that they can track what you are talking about. You can give the bill number, or else you can give the number of the warranty card. I think there are, personally identifying numbers. You can give the warranty card number or else the bill number. Then there are other details, within the television. So everything related to this damaged good should be given in the second paragraph. Okay. And the last paragraph of a formal letter should state what action you expect. What does that mean?
We want a repairman.
Yes. So what action you expect the recipient to take? Recipient means the receiver of the letter. the person you are writing to. So what you want from them, either to refund or send you information or else to get the TV repaired, etc. Okay. So those information should be given in the last paragraph. So that is about the body of the letter. Body of the letter is very, very important. Now I'm talking about these past papers. So when we corrected papers from your seniors, in the body of the letter, there's nothing most of the time. Okay, so that should not happen. You should read the topic properly and then you should write to the point. Otherwise, there are, information given which are not relevant at all. So you should write to the point. You should write what is you are asked to write. So body of the letter is very important. You get a lot of marks. I'm just talking about the paper, okay? Other than that, this is something very important for your day-to-day, everyday life. So in in the years yet to come, you will be writing lot of letters, especially to find a job. So for that purpose, you need
Any problem with
form.
connection here? I can't see the sharing screen.
Really? Okay. Let me share it again. Can you see now? Can you see now?
Ahmad, please, can you see?
It's all right. Now, since I'm sending you the recording with the, handout, you just listen to the recording so that you can follow the handout along with the recording. Otherwise, we are losing time. Ahmed, was it Ahmed who said about the screen?
Yes, Mufti Ahmad.
Problem. Okay. Okay, I'm really helpless from this end. I'll send you the recording, okay? So you just see how you can manage. If you have any other difficulties, just write to me. Right, now let's talk about the, for your letters, have the desired effect on the reader. So I'm moving to the next point, language focus, okay? So this is also very important. For your letters, have the desired effect on the reader, your letter should be. That means for your letter to be very successful, your letter should be in the correct format. It means you should not write the letter as you are writing to a friend. And if since this is a formal letter, the date should be there, the receiver's address, the writer's address, especially the salutation and the topic. Topic must be there, and how you end the letter. So all these are very important. Now there are people who write the letter, they write the letter very nicely, but they forget to end the letter. So they just skip this, thank you sincerely, yours sincerely and all. They just skip them, they forget them, and they just put the signature and send. So that should not happen. Okay. And then for your letter to be very successful, it should be short and to the point. Keep this in mind. This is something even we learned from our lecturers when we were in the university. When you are writing letters to companies to get a job, okay, and also when you are sending a CV to a company to get a job, keep in mind they receive, for one position, they receive, let's say, more than 100 CVs. අපි හිතමු එක vacancy එකකට එයාලට 100කට වඩා CVs ලියුම් හම්බ වෙනවා. and it is, the, let's say, the HR manager who goes through these letters and CVs, and they are very busy people. If they are, private company people, they are very busy. They spend only half a minute to go through your letter and the CV. So don't make it detailed. Don't make it too long. You should look at the vacancy advertisement and prepare your CV and the letter according to the advertisement. What you do is, most of the people do is, they have one CV, ඒකම copy paste කර කර යවනවා හැමතැනටම. That should not happen. Okay, so you should change your letter, cover letter, and your CV according to the vacancy advertisement. Have you seen now this why we teach you formal letters is to make you learn how to write CVs and cover letters in the years to come. Okay, when you're looking for placements and all for training positions, you will be coming to us to get your CVs and letters done from us. So you should keep these things in your mind. So keeping that in mind, short and to the point. Under language focus, second point, short and to the point. Can you read silently? Letters should take seconds rather than minutes to read. Like I told you, these people take only, let's say, half a minute, 15-30 seconds. Kiyewa dhamma, kiyewa dhamma. So if they have this, the requirements, they put a note and call these people for interviews. In interviews, these vacancy advertisements, have you seen these advertisements similar? Eka wageda. Are these advertisements similar?
No.
No. Their requirements are different. Okay. So you just take a newspaper and see, go through 2-3, vacancy advertisements. They are maybe the same position, but their, requirements are different. Now, if I take the language focus of these advertisements, some people look for dynamic, very good in speaking and writing, English speaking and writing skills. Look, they look for those kind of, skills. Otherwise, they look for analytical skills and, this marketing skills කියලා in some other advertisements. Okay, so they differ. So you should change your CV and the letter according to the advertisement. So this says letters should take seconds rather than minutes to read. Do not use any flowery language. What does that mean?
Verbal.
Sorry?
Non-verbal.
Flowery language means this, very, how can I say?
Hard words.
Language. Yes. Let's say this, language we use in, this, somebody else is speaking, a little disturbing. Language which is not suitable. So for an example, okay, nothing comes to my mind at the moment. It should be very formal. And don't use long words. What does that mean? Long words? Long words.
It mean so many letters included in one word.
Yes, so many letters in one words. Difficult words. Now, when it comes to English, not just English, even in Sinhala and Tamil, to refer to a simple word, we have very, very advanced words. Now, if I say, instead of angry, if I say, don't make me exasperate. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
So instead of saying angry, I tell you, don't make me. Mava taraha gassanna epa. Now, instead of saying, don't make me angry, I say, don't make me exasperated. Which one is easy for you?
First one.
First one, don't make me angry. So similarly, you should use very simple words when you are writing letters. Don't use advanced words, long words. And also don't repeat too much information. Very important. Samahara, some people, they write what is in the first paragraph in the last paragraph also. Or else, they repeat the same thing throughout the letter. That should not happen. So if you are talking about the complaint in the first paragraph, in the last paragraph, you should tell what you want from them. I want to get the TV repaired. That's all. You don't need to write down what is in the first and second paragraph in the last paragraph, which may already be included in a CV, for example. So here, the focus is about cover letters. You don't need, now when you're writing a letter to a company, along with your CV, what kind of things do you include?
Sorry, miss.
When you are applying for a job, you send them the CV, okay? With the CV, you write a cover letter. So you write a cover letter just to provide your basic information to the company. So in the first paragraph, I'll tell you, in the first paragraph, you say, okay, I got this vacancy, I found this. So I saw this vacancy advertisement on in this newspaper, let's say Daily News, on this date for this position. Let's say IT executive, for the post of IT executive from this company. Let's say at Virtusa, Kela, you write in the first paragraph. And in the second paragraph, what do you write? Yes, very good. So in the second paragraph, you don't write, I have a bachelor of information technology from this university and I have done my master's, I have followed a diploma. You don't give those information in the letter. They are there in your CV. So in the second paragraph, you can tell, okay, I have, you have very good skills in IT and also you are very dynamic, you are very good in communication skills, and you have this much of years with experience. What else? What you require? You want to become an IT executive and go along the ladder up to ඊට වඩා උඩ position එක මොකක්ද? Up to an IT manager, or else you want to serve the company for the betterment of the company, to make the company a more developed company. You want to contribute better. So you have to convince them you're a confident and the best candidate for them. Okay, so that those things should be included in your second paragraph. Finally, final paragraph.
To get request letter.
To get request letter.
Uh,
Expecting
Yes.
response, expecting response.
Yes, you can say, you can just tell, I believe that I am the, how can I say, I believe that I possess, or you have, I believe that I have the required skills you are looking for. Therefore, I'm awaiting a favorable response from you, or in the sense you are awaiting a response from the company for the interview. So using in that manner, you can end the letter. Okay, so you are not including anything in the CV in the cover letter. Okay, so that is about this second point. It should be very short and it should be to the point. And the last point, very important, it's about language. Free of mistakes. There should not be a single full stop error at least. Okay, so it should be free of mistakes, especially regarding grammar, spellings, and punctuations. Now tell me this, in the format, do we use punctuation now? Now, let's say we give the writer's address first. Am I too fast? Can you understand me?
Yes, miss. We can understand.
You can understand. Okay. Okay. So I'm talking about the format. Now I write the sender's address. Now I write my address. A Gunawardena, number 33, Mathura. Hakmana Road, Mathura. Now earlier, we used to put a comma. A Gunawardena, comma, number 33, comma, Hakmana Road, comma, Mathura, full stop. Do we use such punctuation now? Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So nowadays we don't use any punctuation after the address. When we write the address, after each line, we used to have this commas and full stops. But now we don't use this punctuation. What are punctuations?
Comma, full stop,
Comma, full stop,
exclamation mark,
Comma,
something.
full
question marks.
stop. So, yes, so those
Question
are
mark.
punctuations. Yes. So we don't use punctuations after address, after salutation. Now we say, dear madam, comma. Earlier we used to put a comma, but we don't use commas and full stops now. Okay. So you can keep that in mind. Even if you use punctuation, you should use them properly. ඔයාලට එක්ක punctuation use කරන්න පුළුවන්, or else you can ignore the punctuation. Use නොකර ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. Okay. Right. So let's move down. Mistakes will create a very bad impression, will lessen the effect of what you are saying. And in the case of a job application, it may help to decide your future. So very important. It will not give a good impression to the company. And then the abbreviations. What are abbreviations? Abbreviations?
Short word.
Yes, short forms. So abbreviations here, Reverend, RE. What is the punctuation we use?
Come on.
RE, it should be a semicolon. Okay? It should be a semicolon. RE කියන එකේ තේරුම මොකද්ද? What is the meaning of RE? Yes?
Don't know, madam.
Don't know. Regarding. Okay? So in the topic line, instead of saying regarding the job application for the post of IT executive, you can use RE semicolon dot tech comma and RE dot and comma job application for the post of IT executive. Okay, so that is regarding. Then Mr. dot, Mrs. dot, Miss dot, Reverend REV, Reverend dot. So after in the salutation, when you are using Mr., Mrs., Miss and Reverend, it should be a dot. Professor, what is the abbreviation? You're not clear.
PRF.
PROF, prof. Prof, PROF, prof. Doctor?
DOC. Sorry, DR.
DR.
DR dot. So those things should be there on your mind. Okay, so use of abbreviations should be there properly. Then use correct punctuations if you use the closed punctuation style, or else keep it in the open punctuation style. So this is what I told you earlier. You can either use punctuation, or else you can ignore the use of punctuation. But keep this in mind. If you are not using punctuation, still you should use these dots after the abbreviations. Dear Prof, the dot should be there. Dear Mr. Karunaratna, you don't need to give a comma after Karunaratna, but you should put dot after Mr. Okay, so that you should keep in mind. Terunane, did you understand?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so I'll send you the sample letters with some activities. You'll get more, knowledge, or you will understand better. Next point, use correct punctuation, subject of the letter. This is about the topic, okay? Topic line. Capitalize first letter of each word. Keep this in mind. So when you write the topic or the subject of the letter, the first letter of each word should be capital, except for articles and prepositions. Do you have a pen and a paper with you now?
Yes.
Okay, write this down quickly. Regarding the THE, regarding the application for the post of IT executive. Okay, now tell me which letters are you capitalizing?
Regarding R.
Regarding R.
R.
IT.
Yes, IT
IT
should
in
be,
capital.
both should be capital.
And executive capital E.
Okay, let's go in order. R in the word regarding. Next one.
Application.
The.
IT.
How about the?
T is capital.
No, wrong. Okay, I told you. Articles and prepositions, we don't capitalize the first letter, okay? Articles and the. English වල තියෙනවා නේද? And the. So in these three words, we don't capitalize the first word. And prepositions like for, in, on, under. So those are prepositions. We don't capitalize the first letter of those prepositions. Okay. So what are the first letters we capitalize? Are, in, regarding, in English, etc. So this short form should be avoided, and avoid too many words. So don't write too much of words. You should be very simple. Now, for example, in this letter, we have attempted to answer all of your questions, and we hope that if you have any additional questions whatsoever, you will not hesitate to contact us. So this whole sentence is given as, if you have additional questions, please call us. Which one is short? Second one.
Second one.
So in the example, this first sentence in this letter, we have attempted to answer all of your questions, and we hope that if you have any additional questions whatsoever, you will not hesitate to contact us. It's too long. කියවන්න තමාරුයි. But in the second one, if you have any additional questions, please call us. It's very short and sweet. And avoid big words. In the example, as discussed on the previous occasion, herewith we acknowledge receipt of your correspondence as of the above date. We received your letter on 16th of December, as we discussed. Which one is very, simple?
Second one.
Second one, we can understand. Anybody can understand, and it's very simple. So you should not use big words, and you should not use too much of words. We have only one more minute. Next point, polite, even if you are complaining. ගහගන්න ලියන්නේ නැහැ letters, okay? So your words, the language you use should be very, very polite.
Calm.
Yes, very calm and appealing. Even if you are complaining, බැන්නත් බනින්න නැති විදියට ලියන්න ඕන. Okay? So it should be like you have to use words like please, and I would be grateful, I would appreciate, or else it will be very much appreciated, your kind consideration, etc. Okay, so those kind of words should be used. So here, please and I would be grateful. So these two words are there. Also, you can use it is appreciated. Your kind consideration. So those are the words you can use. Okay. I think the session is going to over.